Yeah, I know. That's why I need your phone though, because I don't have enough storage. I don't have enough storage. Video cut out. As we were talking about transition colors. I know you're out there being nosy. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to step out, sir. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that transition color so you don't look crazy going from your clearly light shade to like a dark one. And what you do on one eye, you have to do to the next. So we're gonna go and do that over here too. Got these brushes from Walmart. I don't really care about brush brand. It's just about what the brush is able to do. I think they all work the same. Though Craig did give me the Doja Cat brushes that she's got. So once we have that set in, you can move on to compounding your lid color to your transition color. So we're gonna do that and move on to this green. And you're just gonna go right in a little bit lower than where you started your transition. And you pretty much do your whole lid. And since you already have a color base there, you shouldn't need like a whole lot unless you're trying to make it like a smoky eye situation, which then you're gonna really just add a whole bunch of color. So I'm not sure if you guys are able to see where the brown is and then where the green starts. This is like a, looks like a army green kinda, but a lighter army green. So I do use one brush to do both of these colors. And then once I get done, I use a blending brush to blend it all out so it's kind of seamless. It doesn't seem like you just have colors stacked on top of each other. Again, makeup is all about blending. So they say. I would know. Yes, I would, but that's beside the point. I said I was going for a nude look, but this is not looking too nudish. So, blending brush. Again, I can't see nothing in here, but maybe I can. You're just gonna take it and go in and blend out both of those colors. If you lose any color and you want to add some more, you can, and then blend it out again. The thing with makeup is it always looks super crazy while you're doing it, and then afterwards it's like, okay, I see. All right, so now that we have that blended, we are going to move on to adding depth, and you do such by adding a darker color in the corner. So for that one, it's going to be the darker variation of the color that I just used. And I usually use a brush cleaner in between because I don't got time to be switching 20 different brushes. So it's like a little sponge thing that looks like this. And what it does is it basically roughs off all the product off your brush, so you kind of get a clean slate without having to clean or switch brush and use 1,000 different brushes. So So now I'm gonna go in with my darker color, and I'm just gonna go into the outer part of my eye. Now this you do in a circular motion. And if you want to bring it to your lid, you can just do it to the innermost part, actually the middle part of your lid, to add that depth and dimension. Because then it's going to look like the outer side of your eye is like darker, like you can see there, and then the inner part is light. I know I'm looking crazy, but it'll get fixed. It'll look better in a hot second. All right. Yo, I cannot believe I ran out of storage on my phone and I had deleted some videos thinking that Apple was gonna let me, but nah, I had to grab Craig's phone because your girl is out of storage. I think they just want me to pay them a little $2 every month for storage or something like that, but I ain't gonna do it. I'll delete every picture up in there first. No, I'm kidding. Or am I? Okay, so that looks pretty dark. Yes, it does. Oops. Okay, so for me, when I do my makeup and I'm trying to add depth or like, you know, highlight, not really highlight, but make a certain part of my eye the focal point. After I'm done doing all this jazz, I go back in with that light concealer that I used to do my eye in the first place. And I just put a dab on the inner canthus, or like, oh, there goes the nursing coming out. The inner part of my eye. So I just do like a little dab. Ooh. A wee bit right there. And right there. And then I blend that out. And what that really does is it, again, it looks like you've done like a color gradient. For me, since I have like hooded eyes, the only two eyeshadow looks that I can do really is either a cut crease, halo, or just doing like a little thing to my lid, like what I'm doing now. I almost stabbed myself in the eyeball. Again, you just want to put a dollop of concealer, a lighter concealer right there, and blend it out. Sometimes you get exactly how much product you're looking for, and sometimes you'll get a little more than you're looking for. Either way, it's whatever. Okay, so after you do that, you want to kind of go back in with the brush that you used before. Not with the darker shade per se. With the very first shade, the lighter one. I'm going to clean this off. You want to go back in with the lighter one and just kind of touch up the area that you just kind of did. I know it seems counterintuitive, but it's not. So you're just going to go right back into the middle part of that. And you're going to go just lightly dab. So again, it looks like there is a color gradient. Obviously, it's going to be a whole lot lighter than what you did initially. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Ooh, I'm looking crazy. Looking so crazy. Like, to my mirror, in my mirror, I look pretty good. And this look is coming together. But for y'all, probably look like, what the heck is she doing? I don't know, child. We gonna see. All right, and then I'm gonna go back and add a little bit of the dark. A little bit of the dark. back here. Just a little dabble, okay? And bring them back to the front of here. Oh, now why you go ahead? Why you close yourself? Why you do that? You know I need you. I need you. Now, this is why I'm always late for church. Nah, that's a lie. I don't always be late for church, but I be late for church. Well, mainly because of the lashes, child. The lashes be what's giving me a hard time, but I just discovered a new hackety hack, so I should be good. All right, so once we get done doing that, usually, this looks crazy. Usually, I would take a little color toward my brow area, so that area's not looking too cray-cray. But again, it'll be that same transition color that I used in my lid, so it all looks the same, if you get what I mean. Sometimes I brush this up so hard, I'd be like, girl, you about to brush the bristles off this brush. But that's what you need sometimes. That's what you need sometimes. Just gonna relax your eye a wee bit. And you're gonna go in that brow area. And you're just gonna touch it a little bit. So see? Doesn't look too cray-cray. It doesn't look like there's a huge line of demarcation right there. Now your eye gonna look completely crazy while you're doing this. But in the end, it all comes out well. Now, this is the part that I like the least when it comes to doing the lash and doing eyeliner. Now, this is one of the things that I'm carrying is it's a lash glue pen that also doubles as an eyeliner. So really what you do is you just put that sucker on and pop your lash on. But before you do that, these are the lashes I'm going to be using today. They are from my brand. I made a post about knowing how you're supposed to measure your lash, child, before you put them on. Sometimes when you get lashes, they come with this big old band and you don't need that whole band on your face. Because if you look at your natural lash progression, it obviously starts off to where like your lashes are tiny right here in the inner canthus of your eye. And then as it goes outward, it gets fuller. So when people just get lashes and they just boom, bam, pow, stick them on, it's like, what you doing? What you doing with your life? You need to trim that down, sister girl. You need to trim that down. So for me, I usually just do, sometimes I cut a little off the inner, like about, ooh, this is hard. I just usually cut like a tiny bit right here off the lash band. Not that much, just a little bit. A little bit off the front and a little bit off the back. A little bit off the front and a tiny bit off the back. See, for me, that makes it a little bit more comfortable to where I don't feel like things are digging in my eye. So when you cut it off, you should be having this piece, like a little bit of that piece on the front and on the ends. Now, I don't know why I left this open. And then you are going to apply your glue. Now, this is the lash pen. I always do my eyes first before I do anything because your girl struggles with putting on eyeliner. It's like, I hate it so much. So much. But it comes out beauty. And yes, I had to do my eyes like this. Otherwise, my stuff gets jacked up. And there is nothing worse than doing a full eye look and coming back only to realize that your eyeshadow is messed up because you screwed up your eyeliner and you got to go back and fix it. Now that is a real problem and you will experience that. So once you do this eyeliner, you just pop your lash on. Now I always start in the middle of my face. Not my face, my eye. Oh, now one thing I did forget to do was put on mascara. Y'all, this is so, I hate wearing lashes, but baby, once that sucker gets stuck, it is stuck. Like Cardi B said, when it gets up, it's stuck, child. Now, put it on mascara will help with lengthening your natural lashes so that you have a solid or like a stickier base so that the lash can be affixed to there easily. And if you can see, they are on there. And yes, my eyeliner is crazy, but you see how I don't start it off like right at the corner of my eye. I actually started off halfway through. That gives it a more natural look. And listen, you'll see that lash pen? Baby, this is on there. This is on there. It ain't coming off. This is so much better than back in the day when you had to put on the lash glue and then you had to sit there and let it air dry and blow it and do all that jazz and then wait. And then when you put it on, if it wasn't tacky enough, you had that little slide over your eye, baby. You was like, what am I doing? That was me every Sunday. I used to be late for church for that exact reason. Now, don't ask me how I'm late for church and I'm part of the choir, child. Don't even do it. I hope my pastor don't see this video, but yeah, baby, I used to be late because I couldn't get my lash glue to dry. Or none of that. Now you see there? Boom, pam, pow. We done with that side. And I'm gonna actually do this side the way that I usually do it. Let me go ahead and cut this lash a little bit, girl. See, when I wear lashes, I don't like to feel the lash because I'm one of those people that used to do individuals. You see, I am literally, this is the lash band right here, right? I'm not putting all this on here. I'm cutting this off right here. Bam. And at the end of this, I'm cutting this little part off right here. So when I look at it, it's like, you know, not too much. You only have to cut one full part off. That's it. And you still have enough lash on here to put on your face. I don't know why people be doing that. And another trick with these eyelash glue pens or whatnot, you gotta put them, you gotta set them down, like face down, because that allows all of the liquid to drain to the bottom, so that your pen doesn't feel like it's dried out, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and do my mascara like I was supposed to. And give my lash a little basey base to stick on. I'll just do a little bit. One little swing. It seems like a really long process, but I promise it's not. It's just longer because I'm sitting here talking. And I don't know how them people do it, child. But then again, they get paid to do it. That's their job. So, again, I got to hold my eye and stretch it out to get this liner on here because I be pissed when I done spend all this time, not really a lot of time, doing my dang eyeshadow. Lo and behold, I done goofed when it comes to liner. So for those of you guys who like are expert makeup people and y'all do like the wing liners and all that jazz, you are able to do it with this too. You just have to go back and reapply when you're ready to stick your lashes on. Because if you take too long doing your, especially for like trying to line your wing or whatever, line your, do your liner the way you want to do it, this will dry. But again, I don't do all of that. And when I put my lashes on, I always go back with the little tips of these things and I just press down to make sure that my natural lash and this lash are close. So it doesn't look like, you know, there's like a gap between them, honey. So now, again, once you stick that baby on there, that baby is stuck. That baby is stuck. She ain't coming off. And when it's time, this is like waterproof, crying over a dude proof, drunk proof, all of that. And when it's time for you to take it off, you just use any kind of makeup remover. And it comes off clean and easy. I know I already did this, but I'm gonna go ahead and hit that one more time and then do my lower lash. Now, I always stab myself in the eye when I do this. And then my foundation routine is pretty simple. I usually, like I said, I use the LA Girl Pro Conceal. And I find it in the color that is close to my complexion because that's the only thing that works for me. And that's what I use. And I just do my whole face, child. I ain't got time to be doing all that. So I usually go, y'all see there? You see how that is like my shade? When I put it on my face, I don't have to even worry about it looking crazy or dark or any of that. And it's crazy, even though in the wintertime, I'm still this shade. And this is in beautiful bronze. During the summertime, I think I get a little bit darker. And I think I have to go up a shade or whatnot. But you can literally do your whole face with this. Literally. It's a concealer, baby. It's going to conceal these spots. And when I do my concealer, I always go up around my eye here because when you're putting on your eyeshadow, you do get a little bit of fall off right there, and then it looks crazy if you don't go over there and put a little bit of concealer and blend out that area. Y'all, Craig said I'm doing too much. I was just supposed to come in here and do a little something, a quick little fix, but this is getting longer since I'm sitting here on video. And my phone was acting crazy. So this is the part where you start looking like a little Indian chief, right? Because you got that, and then you do your nose, and you do a little dollop up here. Nothing too crazy. And then I do my Cupid's bow. Here's a little dab. And then I kind of just go around my mouth, really. That's what I do. Everybody does makeup differently. Everybody does not makeup differently. It don't matter how you do it. There's a million ways to get to a destination. But this is the way Cookie chooses to do hers. And my face be beat, honey, period. All right. So when you get done doing all of that and looking like an engine, then you gotta blend this out. I'm sure glad he got Space Child because this video is already on 23 minutes. But you see the way the eyes look though? The eyes look wonderful. Like, it be starting out looking all crazy and stuff, but then boom, pow, bam. You ready? I use a beauty blender. I know some people use like a brush to blend their stuff out, but not me. I like the look that this sponge gives, baby. Sponge be giving what it's supposed to give. You see that? Blended, baby. Blended. What crazy? What now? What in the heck? Yeah. Equipment be malfunctioning. Now the trick is to wet your sponge. I know I already said this. And you will get makeup all over your mouth, child. You're gonna have to get it off. You wet your beauty blender before you start the blend. And that really, just a little bit, not soaking wet, child, because then your whole makeup gonna be jacked. Because that really helps the makeup to blend. And then, you know, really helps it to blend. Now, I know a lot of people put concealer, like a lighter concealer over their eye when they clean up their lashes and stuff like that. I don't do that because I'm not even looking to be like, halo. I used to do that though. But to me, it's just too much. And I'm not trying to do all that. So once I get done, ooh, okay, come on, reflection. Hold on. Come on, science. Hey, oh, wait. Come on. Go ahead. Come on, light refraction. Okay, so once I get done blending all this sucker out, I do not bake, first and foremost. Anybody got time for all that? What I use for my contour is my Fenty Beauty espresso stick. I've had this since Rihanna opened up her beauty line, child. And it's been that long. That's how much little makeup I use. I did used to use the ColourPop Fresh and Pretty Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer for the rest of my face. But I think I've gotten a little bit darker or lighter. Child, I can't use this. I mean, I probably could. But the reason why you use that is to kind of even out the rest of your face, since you're only using concealer around your cheeks and the areas that you want to highlight. Once I get done doing that, to kind of make my eyes pop a little bit, I go back in with this same light concealer that I use on my eyes, child. And what I do to let a little bit more light in, I go on the outer ends right here and just do a pop, bloop. And right here, baby. Bloop, 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 bloop. That's it. Just to kind of open up my eyes a little bit more. You know what I mean? So after I do that, I get the spongy. The little spongy again. And I just go and tap this out. Okay, honey. Because you want to make under your eyes light, but girl, you're not trying to make your whole face light and then undo what you done already, you know? That was terrible English, but it's from a movie. Actually, a TV show. And I don't remember the name. But it was a Caucasian gentleman that said that. He said, you done undid everything I done did, basically. And that's not what you want. So, once you get done, I feel like this side looks crazy. Maybe it's just a shadow. Once you get done doing that, you see how much lighter under my eyes look. Bloop, bloop. I look bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Then, honey, you want to go in with your setting powder. You want to set that face. You want to set your cara. Because if you don't, you're going to get cracked makeup, child. You don't want that. Now, I used to use the banana powder. But now, baby, I moved on, baby. I use the Juvias place. And I think it's Gobi or something like that. Y'all know I can't see nothing I'm doing. Looking at y'all. When I'm looking at y'all, finally look at myself. And I need this mirror to comply. Now, I do need to get a different sponge because this one is square and it gives me the blues every time I do this. But I'm a glutton for punishment. So I still use it. Now, when you do your setting powder, child, you do not, I repeat, you do not take a whole bunch, child, and stick it on your face. Because you're going to end up looking ashy. And you didn't do all this work just to look ashy. Who does that? So I don't even get any more. I literally take this and I do like that, and I dust it off on the cap to make sure I don't have excess product, because you will have chunks in your makeup. Okay, baby? Listen, if this mirror don't come on, I'm gonna throw it. And you just kind of go. I mean, theoretically speaking, it would be easier to do this with another beauty blender, like a smaller one or a circular one that goes under your eyes with no issue. But girl, I just be doing stuff. So I do that there. One side looks more sad than the other. Go figure. You know, you're looking for congruence. You want your stuff to be congruent, baby. Symmetrical, okay? You don't want to have one side looking crazy and the other side looking regular, because that's brazy. I'm actually going to go in with this and do with the smaller one. So I dab and I tap off excess. And I go in. And I just set everywhere that I put the concealer. Then once that's done, I do my little butter nose. Just do the little top here where I did that. And then my T-zone where I put that other one. Hello, governor. Looking mighty fine on this day. Okay, boom, pow. So we done with that. After I'm done with that, child, I don't do nothing else with this. This is gonna last me a whole year. I use a little bit, probably gonna last me 3. I just use a little bit, keep it pushing. After I'm done doing that, it's time for my contour, baby. And this, you're just gonna find, a lot of people go like this to find where your jawline is or your little cheekbones are. Child, you should know that by now. I mean, you can go ahead and suck it in though. I ain't want to judge. And when you do your contour shade, you want to come over here and put it on the side of your face and over your head. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And do that, baby, because I got a 5 head and I need this to be like a 4 head. So I do one there and I do one on my jawline. Again, this is when I used to use the ColourPop bronzer, because it was like my skin tone. And I could just do what I need to do. This nose got to go. I love my nose. I just highlight like not highlight, but I contour. Here's my nose bone. Sometimes I bring it over a little bit like that. Okay. Because I want y'all to see this nose, baby. You're going to see this nose, baby. And for my nose, whenever I contour my nose, because I don't want this dark makeup getting everywhere, I use a flat brush, baby. I hope somebody learned something from this, because I really don't feel like I'm saying a whole bunch of what? A whole bunch of what, Cookie? A whole bunch of nothing. And if I wasn't doing all this gib-gabbing and yamma-jabbing and all that, I'd be done already. Because this is the easiest, quickest way for me to do my makeup. You heard that? It's like 15-minute tops. What really takes a lot of my time is my eyeshadow. Not even that, really. It's them lashes, girl. It used to be them lashes, but they fixed now. Because I got my handy-dandy lash glue pen. I ain't got to worry about that stuff drying. I just stick it on there and go. All right, and when it's time to blend out your contour, you gotta wet your sponge again. And you're gonna go downward. You're gonna blend downward, because you're not gonna go up into everything that you've already set, baby. So you gotta hold your thing, hold your blender, baby, and blend, blend. This is gonna look crazy for a while, but I will not steer you wrong. And when you get to the top of your head, you're just gonna blend. And you can blend into your hairline. This mirror is magnified. It ain't doing nothing for me. I gotta look at my actual mirror up here. My mirror did great for the eyes or whatever. So you're blending. Do you see my forehead shrinking to like, my forehead shrinking to a forehead? Yeah, I know. That's the power of makeup, baby. It's the Pine Sol lady used to say. That's the power of Pine Sol, baby. So when you get here, you gotta blend that chin part downward. Again, you're blending everything downward until you get to your forehead. Then you're gonna blend it into your hairline. A little bit forward so you can match that little concealer that you got going there. Now, at this point, you're gonna start looking like Magneto, okay? With his little helmet cap on in X-Men, but it's okay. Fret not, you're supposed to look like that. Magneto. And if you don't know who Magneto is, like, how are we even friends? Like, cause I'm really just a big dork. And usually when I'm getting ready to go somewhere, I would like lay my edges and all that and do like a little cute little hairstyle. So my hair will be up. Oh, I look so cute. Oh my gosh. But girl, I'm going front yard, maybe the back. I'm about to go sit up in that swing and bother Craig to take pictures of me, period. And I know he's gonna be mad, but who cares? Who cares what he feels? Who cares? Nobody, baby, nobody cares. Now y'all see how long it's taking me to blend. You gotta blend for the gods. Because if you have any kind of lines and you just want to put a little bit of product to where it covers up like any blemishes that you have. I mean, I don't go caking my little face with makeup because I love having good skin. I have worked really hard on my skincare routine and I don't want my face to be jacked up. Y'all see how this eyeshadow turned out? I know, I was looking crazy. I was looking crazy there for a second. Okay, a lot of blending. Blah, 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 blah. You done blended, you done blended, you done blended. Sure. We blended. And generally for my eyes, if I want to, I like to put a little bit of, ooh, look at these hands, girl. And we have white cabinets and drawers in this house. Baby, my little vanity, all you can see is makeup smudges on the cabinets. Now, I did clean them yesterday. I did. Proud of myself. But I like to add a little bit of shimmer to my brow bone, okay? And usually whenever I do my my highlighting, I just take that flat angle brush and I put a little bit up here. Don't go crazy. You can mess up the whole thing. Makeup is very fragile. Fragile! Or is it fragile? The African it means coming out. Okay, so now that we've done all this, I am going to go ahead and... May I help you? What? What? Baby, I'm almost done. I'm about to be up there. Are you saying that you want to eat it? Or are you asking me if I want it? Oh, you still doing it? Yeah, I'm still doing this. I'm almost done, child. What am I looking for? I'm going to use all your memory because you're the only one that got it. Period. I lost track. Oh, yeah. Setting powder. Now I have two different ones. I'm not really sure which one I prefer. I have Morphe, right? This is the matte, which matte gives you a really compressed, flat, not shiny look. Ow! And then I have the Luminous setting spray. Now this right here, baby, I think it has like a little bit of unicorn glitter powder in it because it makes you shine. Not like in a bad way, but it just like accentuates what you've already done. So we're pretty much done. So I'm gonna spray. You gotta spray your face. Hold on, child. You can't do nothing without looking. Yes, it feels like you're taking a little shower, but you're not because you gotta set everything you've put on your face. You don't want nothing sliding out of place when you're sweating. You don't want no cracks, no cakes, none of that. Now, after you're done doing this, you can go back and do a little dab, child. You can do a little dab with the side of the sponge that you have not used anywhere. I usually don't even do that. It dries pretty quickly. Okay? Look at it glow. Let your soul glow. All right. And then once upon a time, I used to think blush was not for black people. I know. Silly me. But it is. Now, this is a contour palette that I got from Morphe as well. As you can see, I don't use anything else in this baby except for this little pink blush right here. And sometimes I use their highlighter, but not all the time. So, for your blush, don't go crazy. You're going to be out here looking like a clown. Take a flat brush. You do 1 dip, 2 dip, 3 little dip. Sometimes I tap off, make sure ain't no excess. Because you can always go back and add more, but you can't take that mug off once it's done, okay? And then you're going to go to the apple of your cheeks. When you put on your blush, you're not going in a circle. You are dabbing and going upward toward your cheekbone, my loves. Towards the cheekbone. Oh, I have a mirror right here. Perfect. You see right there, you're depositing a little bit of color to your cheeks. You don't want to look like... I already told you what you're going to look like earlier. You don't want to look like that. And the reason why you mist your face and set your thing before you do it is because that little fluid on your face, the liquid, is going to help your blush affix to the area you're trying to put it in, okay? You can use the setting spray halfway during your makeup. You don't have to wait full way because you want to hydrate your skin and make sure your products are sticking so you don't have to use too much of them. Baby, this is where you put your blush, baby. Right there. Boom, bam, pow. Okay? Now, sis is looking good. She's looking like she's got color in her cheeks, but she's not looking like a clown. When you're done with that's enough. That's all you need. Don't do no more. That's it. I know you want to do more. Don't do it. You're going to look like a clown. Trust. And then you take a whole nother different brush, baby. Don't use the same thing. Actually, you can't though, because you're applying you're applying your highlighter right above the same spot. So you really could use the same brush. Sometimes I do, but I'm trying to be a little bit. Don't do what I do. Just do what I don't want to be that employee. This is how we're supposed to do it, but I do it this way. I want to do that. When you do highlighter, you're not trying to let your soul glow. You're not trying to shine bright like a diamond. You just want to hit the high spots. So you're going to go again right along that line. Okay, that line you just put your blush on, baby. Now, I usually go just do a little bit on both sides because sometimes this brush be having a little bit too much on there. So I hit the same spot, a little bit above it, okay? Hit it, boom, hit it, bam, hit it, pow. That's it. I do my chin. Don't know why. I seen this in a YouTube video a long time ago. You really just want to highlight. You want to know your face structure and know where light hits you. You see, boom, bam. You see how that light is reflecting right there? And you can see this highlight, baby. You can see that shine, baby. That's what you're going for. So when light hits you in certain areas, for me, it's like my cheekbones and, of course, my nose. So I do a little bit. A little bit. Just a wee bit. You just tappity tap, tap, tap. And you can tappity tap, tap, tap up here. And then do a little right here. And that is it, girl. Girl. Why are you still going? I'm still going because I like to shine. I like to glow. You see how it's barely noticeable until you get the light hitting on you. And then you be like, ooh, where'd that come from? That's the goal. You ain't trying to look stupid. And you can do your Cupid's bow, I guess, child. I don't know. But that's it. I'm done. This was a very long tutorial. Thank you for hanging in there with me. We're already done, babies. Now I gotta clean up this space. Let's do lip real quick. Now, I use this Juvias Scorpio Lip Liner. Honestly, I don't know if this is a dark red or what, but baby, it gets put on with basically everything. Unless I'm doing like this mirror is stuck. Unless I'm doing something different, like, and I want a different color. What I do is I go back and hit this one more time because I told you I like to blow. Yep. Disgusting, but it works. So you're gonna line your lip. Okay. I have luscious lips naturally. So I don't have to. Now for people with thin lips, they kind of draw above it. I ain't doing all that. Just doing that and going in the corners. Same thing for down here. You want to do light strokes. Because if you goof and do the whole thing, you're trying to brush and be Superwoman, your lips going to be jacked, child. And you can't do nothing about that. This mirror is sticking. Dang. Here we go. Right here. Right there. Uh-huh. You're done. And I use my, yes, the espresso that I just highlighted my face with, baby. It's a brown. I use it for lipstick too. Maximizer. Bruh. Just a little bit, not too much. We're done with that. And now on the inner side, this is how you do an ombre lip, okay? You take a lighter color. This is from Juvias Place. And you go in, oh baby, and you dab on the inner parts of your lip. And you blend. That's all you need. That's all you need. And then you hit this eyeliner under your eyes to add depth and depth. That's the mirror. I can't talk while doing this because I might stab myself in the eye. There. We are all good now. And I never went back and did anything to my brow bone because I think it looks fine. I'm not really concerned about that. I'm going to do something with my hair. And thank you for watching my TED Talk. Or coming to my TED Talk, or whatever they say. If you guys have any suggestions on how I can improve my makeup routine, let me know. Or maybe if you have a look that you want me to do, or think I should do, or want to see how it's done, by all means, send that in too. Toodles!